Hi everybody, we're back. It's Beamer and Son Garage. We're back for another installment. This time we are working on the 5th Avenue that was my mother's car. It's a 1986 Chrysler 5th Avenue. It's a real cool car. It's one of the last things I got from my mother. It's got these cool louvers in the fender right here. You can see them louvers. That's a factory made. It's a half Landau top. And that back half is, I believe, a fiberglass top. The back half that's got the vinyl on it. It's got a rear deck spoiler on it, as you guys can see. An orange one. That's for a Mustang. That's just sitting on it. It'll probably fall off once we try to get this thing going. There's my great dog Piggy over here. He's guarding Mom's car. Yeah, there's my gloves. I have to get them up for each one. Let me get those gloves. And so yeah, this old car we thought we was going to put an engine in it. And we found out the crankcase on top of the pistons was full of gas. And that's why it was locked up and it wouldn't turn over. And we got it turning over now. And we got another fuel pump rigged up to it because the fuel pump that was on it was bad. And it wouldn't pump any more fuel because, I guess it burned itself out when it filled the cylinders. And this one just did it too. But we got all the gas out of it and we got it turning over. And yeah, there it is. I think it's got a couple valve plugs. Gotta lift the fuel pump back up, keep it running. There we go. And yeah, there it is. We thought we was gonna have to put an engine in, so now we got an extra 383. I got a 383 I was going to put in here. And I was going to put a 318 that's in here in my, actually it's my Challenger, my 73 Challenger. And let's see if it'll start. Well, sorry, let's see if it'll start. Let's see if it'll move now. This car hasn't been moved. It's been mothballed for, you can see it's been for so long. It's got moss growing on it and everything else. Let's see if it'll start. There's a car. We swapped the carburetor on because we thought the carburetor was no bad. It was bad, but actually it was just it was just a fuel pump. It was bad. Yeah, Mom would be proud. I think the brakes are stuck. Yeah, the front brakes are. It's going back. There we go. And she moves on her own power. Oh, what a great day. What a great day for the car. We just love it. It's the first time this car moved on its own power and got out of that spot it's been sitting down that I just hated it sitting in there under them trees. And yeah, he sounds pretty good. I think it's got a couple valve plugs. She just stalled. The fuel pump, I think, is overpowering it. Plus, I said got a couple plugs I didn't get out. I only took 4 spark plugs out of it to unlock it. Yeah, so the front brakes are stuck. Let's get a light on there. Oh, it's a brake light. Yeah, it don't have any brakes. That's why I ended up getting a car, because the brakes went out of it. And I just put an historical tag on it. As you can see, the license plate is just an historical tag. Mom had my dad give me the car. It was actually Dad's name, and he had bought it for Mom. And look at that dandy omelet crawling across there. Well, he's a big one. But yeah, this car is a cool. Oh wow, there we go. I've got a flat tire. The tire went flat. That's another reason it's not rolling. I just aired that tire up, and it just popped on me. So yeah, I didn't even know it. Now we know why it's spinning. We'll have to fix that tire, put a tire on it, whatever we got to do, which we will. We'll get a tire on now that we got it moved out from underneath these dead trees. That tree's dead up there, and we were afraid that tree is going to lose some branches and, you know, fall on the car. You know, you got to constantly, you know, watch it around here because these trees are old and they will fall. But it's an old, cool car. You know, the scoop is just sitting on the spoiler. It's actually for a Mustang, 94 Mustang. But it's cool. The 5th Avenue runs again. And yeah, we're going to have this out here on the track after we get that tire fixed. And we're going to have to fix the brakes on it. Or we can drive it with no brakes. An awful lot of smoke. Of course, the car sits around like this and you're going to get some smoke, you know, burning off the exhaust. There's going to be oils. And I had the front 2 spark plugs out over here. And then I sprayed them down with PB Blaster because I was going to take them out too. And I took the front 2 out on this side. And that was a major ordeal. I changed the whole carburetor out. And I don't think anything was wrong with that carburetor. So I changed that carburetor out for no reason. My son had bought me a carburetor. And it's on there now. And we bought it at the Brown County first car show this year that ever happened at Brown County. It's the fairgrounds out here in Brown County, Ohio. The name of the show was right here. It's right on my shirt. It was Hot Rods and Horsepower. And it was put on by a really nice gentleman that was a sole provider, him and his family. Judd Bostix, I believe is his name. And it was the first car show in Brown County. And me and my son went to it, of course. You know, we live out here in Brown County. It's Georgetown Fairgrounds. It's just about maybe 5 miles from my house. It's not a very far drive. And so, yeah, we went down there. We checked out the first car show ever there. We were there. We got shirts. And you can see this thing was loaded up. It had power windows, leather interior. Mom had a really nice car. She drove back and forth to work every day. My mom was a elementary principal. And, oh, that's an air cleaner. Oh, it's a cool air cleaner. I forgot I had that. That is a really cool dual scoop air cleaner. You don't see one of these out anymore. You don't see these out at all. That's a cool air cleaner. I don't know what I'm going to put that on. But that's a cool air cleaner. It's for sale. Anybody's looking for one of these. Look at that puppy. Yeah, that is super cool. It would look really good on the 5th Avenue, but being it's a little 2-barrel. And there's a carpet. What in the world is that? Oh, that's some kind of fenders. Something for a fender. Something for a fender. Oh, that's exhaust. Here's some really cool, yeah. Is that what I think it is? Yeah, those are my weld gloves. I was wondering where they've been. Those were bought. Well, actually, those came when I bought the welder. Never looking for them. It's weird that you find things that you know. Wow, there's a little meter there. Yeah, a little voltmeter. Plugs in your cigarette lighter and tells you how many volts you got. This thing was just involved in a small flood down on my property here. There's a creek that runs down here. And it runs right between my property, a creek. I mean, I got a creek, yeah. There's little minnows and chubs and, you know, frogs and snakes of all kinds. Mostly water snakes, you know, that you see. There's Bear. He won't leave me alone. He just loves me. I love that dog right there so much. And he just loves me so much. It's just ungodly the affection this dog and my dogs have for me. Especially that one. He still won't have. No, he won't have one. I'm out here next to him. There's a Mustang after a good rain yesterday. It washed off some of the dirt off our barn find, in my barn, that we found in my barn. Is that grease? Yeah, that's some grease right there. Yuck. Yeah. There's some grease that came, there's a big can of grease in my garage. And that came off the can somehow. I don't know how it got there. But here's the creek. It's kind of dried up right now. There might be some water running in it. You can see where I got this trench dug out. And it runs right down into here. And there's a running creek right in there. Can't really see it very good because it's all growed up. I used to keep this all trimmed out around here. There you can see it there in between there. You can see the creek. You can see some rock. I know it's a bridge I had there. I had a bridge that got washed out. But the 5th Avenue was parked right about here somewhere. And then the creek came up and water got in it and got in the floor and didn't hurt it too much, but it got the carpet. Luckily it didn't get into the electronics of it and completely destroy the car. There's Joe Rumpy's mower. I love that old friend of mine's lawnmower. But yeah, we got the 5th Avenue out. It sat here for a long time. I winched it up to there with the tow truck. And then that's where it sat at for the last few years. And I haven't been able to get it to run until today. And it's just a blessing. My mother, I lost her, God rest her soul, rest in peace, Mom. I lost Mom about a year ago, a little over a year ago. And just miss her so much. And this brings back memories. Mom's old car. I put a historical tag on it. It's legally in my name and the tag's legal. So now, once I get the brakes on it, I'm gonna rig up a fuel cell in the trunk. And once I get that rigged up, then I'm gonna drive this car. Yeah, we're gonna drive Mom's 5th Avenue on Sundays or holidays and parades. Bear, get the ball, Bear. Get the ball. Get the ball. Oh, you're supposed to bring me the ball back, Bear. Get the ball. Go get the ball for Daddy. Oh, you're not gonna showcase how smart you are? Huh? Bring me the ball. Yeah. There's my baby. My dogs are very intelligent. They just sometimes don't want to give me the ball. Now you get this ball, okay? Go get it now. I want you to get this ball and bring it back to me. Get that ball. Get it, Bear. Get it. Bring it back. Bring me that ball back, boy. Come on, bring it over here. That's my baby. You not gonna bring it back to Daddy? Huh? He says, no, you'll throw it again. It's his ball. That's an alpha male thing. And he's a pretty dog. His name's Bear. That's a hair bear. He's just a beautiful animal. His sister is another beautiful animal here on the property. That's Sheba. That's his sister. But Bear, you can see how pretty he is. He is just something else. That's my Bear. I love that dog. He's kind of a mixture of, I think he's got rot in him, chow. I see some collie in him too. And maybe some German Shepherd. He's kind of a mixture of everything. And he's just a real special dog around here. We just love this dog. He's the best. He's the best dog. Of course, they're all the best, but he's special in his own right. We love Bear. Of course, we got Piggy over here. Piggy does a good job for me. Piggy now, we like to do things with Piggy. We take him out in the field over there and we let him go. And it usually takes 2 people to do it. And we've been doing this since he was a puppy. And what he does is he takes off and he chases me. Look at that air cleaner. That air cleaner is bad to the bone. Look at that air cleaner. Man, that thing's bad to the bone. I forgot I even had that. But he chases me on the quad. So I'll be on this quad. I'll get a friend of mine to take me out there in the field with him. And then when I tell him, he releases Piggy. And Piggy chases me down on the quad. That's how we get his exercise. That's why he is as muscular he is. He's a very powerful dog. I used to be able to go around the track out there. Big circle track in that field out there where we do our field hopping with our cars. I used to be able to go around that track, 4, 5, 10 laps before he could catch me. Now I can't get a half a lap, and he's on me. He's just somebody you don't want to mess with. He can track you down. I don't care if you're on foot or if you're on a quad. He's still going to get you. It doesn't make a difference. He's a heck of a dog. He's, like I said, he's one of my guard dogs around here. I got many, but you mess with me, and there you go. He got Piggy. Yeah, that's my boy right there. He's a pit bull, and his daddy was a boxer, I believe. Yeah, he can see that pit in his face. And that's my boy right there. That's Piggy. He gets his nickname Piggy from two reasons. One, he'll eat anything. And two, there was a guy by the name of Pig Dickerson out of Mount Carmel, Claremont County, Ohio. And so, yeah, I named him after Pig. That's where he gets his name from. But around here, he's a pig. He'll eat anything you put in front of him. We just love Piggy. We got the Fifth Avenue going. I can't believe it. I'm so happy. My mother right now is probably looking down from heaven, smiling. You know, good going job, good son. You know, good job, son. Good going. You got my old car going. You know, I don't have a lot left from you know, that I have from her. Unfortunately, she didn't leave a lot, but some of the stuff has just kind of disappeared, and that's another story. But anyways, we do have the car, and my mother's car. We really love this car. There's a battery right there. One of the few things that she bought for me, and it's a 516. It's a couple years old. See, I've had this battery for a few years. She bought me that battery for this car, or for a car, and of course, you know, today I planned on fixing the car, getting in, and that's where the battery's gonna stay at. It's gonna stay in this car. I got quite a few Optimum batteries now that we've been digging out and digging up and charging up and getting them going. But we're gonna disconnect it because we know that with electronics this car has, clock and everything, it'll run the battery down and wear it down. So yeah, there's the Fifth Avenue. She's alive and well. We've got to put a tire on today, which we're gonna do that. And once we get that done, we've got to fix the brakes, and we're gonna take this thing out in the field. Yeah, and my son. Of course, this lady that owned this car, actually, you know, the lady that drove this car was my mother. That was his grandmother. So we're going to go for a ride on the Fifth Avenue. And yeah, we're going to have some fun with the car. It's a beast. It's only got like 138,000 original miles. It might be 136. I don't know. Let's see what it says. No, it's more than that. It's 144,000 now. 144,000. This car is, I mean, loaded, leather seats, power windows, tilt, you know, it's got cruise, air, all the bells and whistles that a car in 1986 had. This has got the louvered fender, you know, Landau top. Fifth Avenue is just a special edition, Fifth Avenue edition. So yeah, this car was really something when it was new. You know, it's fallen on kind of disrepair. But as you guys just heard it runs as good as it did when it was brand new. And just needs some cleaning and some painting. It got hit right here. Well, you got two different colored doors here. One's black and one's blue. Actually, it's the same door. But it was hit right here and caved in. And they totaled the door. But we got paid on it. We was able to keep it from getting a salvage title. I repaired the door. And you can't really tell with all the moss and green on it. But we're going to clean that off. We're going to get a tire on it. It's got some battle scars here and there. I see a dent right here. I don't know where that came from. There's probably a story about that. Right in the chrome right there. There's a nice little dent right there. I don't know. My brother drove this car. My older brother, Randy. Matter of fact, everybody in the family drove this car. My brother, my sisters. I had two brothers. My one brother passed away. Randy, he's gone. He's been gone about 15 years. He drove this car. And we love Randy, you know. He might have done that to it. We don't know. It got too close to Piggy back there one day. There's Piggy's underneath the he got hungry one day. I don't think he was hungry, but he'd chewed the mud flap off of it. He chewed on that. He chewed. You can see some of the chew marks right here. Yeah, there they are. He chewed on that, on the back bumper. Thank God he didn't chew any wiring. He chewed the whole mud flap clear off that side. I mean, he chewed the mud flap clear off. You can see he's got mud flaps. There's a front mud flap there. And Dad had mud flaps put on it. He was just that way. You know, he didn't want to, you know, get mud on the quarter panel. This thing's been undercoated, Z-barred. You name it, it's had it done to it. Mechanical-wise, anytime anything went wrong with this car, timing chain, anything got wore, he replaced it. You know, this car's had so many belts and hoses put on it. It's been to the, auto shop more than most people have been to the doctor. This car in his day has, you know, spent a ton of money, my mom, dad, on fixing this car up. I did a lot of work over the years, but when it was new, it went back to the dealer. So it spent, you know, a lot of time there in the dealer shops, you know, sitting and getting worked on. And But yeah, this car's something else. We love it. I'm glad we got it out. You know, it's his first time it's ran in, I'm going to say probably 4 or 5 years. You know, what did sit back there, it was flooded back there. Then the engine got flooded with gas. It locked it up. I didn't realize it. I got messing around with it today, and yeah, I did it again. I had to switch out fuel pumps. The fuel pump that I switched out to did it. The old pump I took off of it, it had done it too, and locked it up, puts gas on top of the cylinder, and about a gallon of gas, I guess, went into that thing and filled it up today and locked it up again. And so, yeah, I took all the gas out, took spark plugs out, cranked it over, dried out a couple of plugs, had 4 of them out, got it running, and it left a big mess where it killed all that. I don't have to worry about cutting that grass for a while. That spot right there. But yeah, the fuel pump that was in it is junk and is no good anymore. There's a Mustang up on the hill. There is there's my pumpkin round car. There's my Skylark. I thought I was going to have to rob the battery out of it for the 5th Avenue, and I realized it's already got one. So there's the Skylark's 5th Avenue. There's the Skylark's battery, and of course it's the 5th Avenue now. It's got a battery that I put in it, so no more of that. And of course there's the Mustang. It's got the caution cone on the hood there. Work's going to be getting started on that today, or may have to wait on it because I got to get that off the hill. Bring that down off the hill and bring it down around here. Actually, I'm going to have to go this way with it and then back it in. Just going to have to get back there under the shade tree. You can see why I want to work here. You can see all the sun out there. And then this is my shade tree. This is where you would call a shade tree mechanic would dwell, which this is me. I want to work right here. I mean, I was out there in the sun with the 5th Avenue. Whew, it's just too hot out there. You know, it's just getting hotter and hotter these days. And yeah, we relish our shade. You know, Sheba, of course, you can see her over there. That's Bear's sister, Sheba. She looks like she's a little hot too. She's smart. She's under the shade tree. She's got her water bowl, and there's her morning food right there. She hardly touched it. I don't know why she is not eating right now today, but maybe she's just not hungry. She's too hot. You know, it is getting hot today. And there's that fuel pump that failed. And I'm not going to buy any more of these fuel pumps. Like, I'm not going to say who it was from, where I bought it from, but it was a kind of a cheapy parts store. And yeah, I'm not happy with that fuel pump. I paid big money for that fuel pump, and it won't pump. It's a Mr. Gasket fuel pump, and it's just a piece of junk. You know, it's not that old. Very displeased with you know, with the service of the pump. And so yeah, we're gonna you know, not buy them anymore. There's our convertible with all the stuff that I piled on my son's car. We had to cover it up a little bit better with some tarps because we had a big storm coming in last night, and I needed some places to put some of this stuff. I just kind of piled it around. There's our motorhome. That's our MOC, we call it. MOC stands for Mobile Operational Centers. That's where we do all our internet, all our editing for the movies, and for the, you know, YouTube channel, and pictures and stuff. We edit our pictures that we do. And so yeah, the 5th Avenue runs. It's a win. We just got to put a tire on it. We'll get to take the tire up, do a rim around here. I know I got one. I'm not going to do it in this video. That'll be for the next. That'll be for the next video. So that'll be for the next installment of Beamer and Son Garage. And you guys take it easy. Remember to subscribe. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. A lot of these cars are for sale. If you see anything that you're interested in, that you can't live without, you know, leave me a comment. Maybe I'll sell it to you. The price is right, you know. My hot rods are cheaper. You know, I'm not a dealer, but I'm allowed to sell. I think it's 5 cars a year. So, yeah, you know, you see something, let us know. You're interested in something, let us know. The Olds Omega's for sale. It's just got a little black eye. It's not that bad, but it's for sale. The Duster's for sale. The Roadrunner's for sale. Just about anything that I own is for sale. So, you know, hit me up if you're interested. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time at Beamer and Son Garage.